Hi, today we are looking at the first issue of Sentinels, written by Alex Paknadel, drawn by Justin Mason, and colored by Federico Blee. Full spoilers ahead, so you're forewarned. I have to admit that I came into this bias, given how much I do not care for the Xavier retcon and the Magneto story in Infinity Comics, but I like this one. I wasn't really interested in a story from the other side, and I'm glad that this is not exactly that. There were some predictable elements, but it manages to surprise me a couple of times, and it contains many little seeds of where the story could go. Hi, Future Tyler here. This issue remains rather engaging, even on a reread. It starts about a day after the Omega Red story ended in Infinity Comics. And the language used by Lockstep, one of the Sentinel, on the field sounds exactly like a typical Hollywood American gung-ho soldier. I mean, not just Lockstep, right? Almost all of them are like that, from Voivode to Sawtooth. In fact, based on the stereotype, I was expecting Shellback to die soon, though not that soon, and in that manner. I mean, that was kind of a good surprise for me, and it looks pretty gnarly. Yeah, I mean, and I like that there were like conflicts all over. Like Dr. Alice is fighting with Trask. Trask is dismissive of Lockstep, and Lockstep is angry with Voivod. It makes the situation kind of more volatile, and also makes me think that Lockstep is gonna switch side eventually. So especially when the full plans of the people in command are revealed. I mean, these are soldiers. They are not bigots. Which brings me to the second surprise. When Trask used our island to describe Krakoa, I was like, oh, this is not what I expected. So we are not headed in the full hatred route. And that is something I appreciate. Um, I do not want it to be all black and white, as in like all humans hate mutants without good reasons. So if there are mutants with different ideologies, the same should be for humans, and we have them here. The true believers, as Sawtooth call them, are the ones who are like mutant haters, right? And then there are our protagonists who are just soldiers, badly injured, and then drafted into a special unit. I mean, is it though? Like, are these people who stand by and allows atrocities to be committed innocent, or are they complicit? I mean, they took down Omega Red without questioning if one, he was the one who was committing the deed in the church. I mean, he was the one, yes, but that is besides the point, right? They do not know, at least not from the context of this issue. And two, they are a snatch and grab outfit, which means Blob or Siren or both might have been captured by them, and we know that these two are not evil. So the that is not our business excuse is, I think, just that, an excuse, which brings us to Trask analogy. The wolves in the forest between the villages um, are neutral and will attack people from either village. These sentinels, they are not neutral. They are under the command of one village and pointed at the other village. So, good try, Trask, but no, it does not work for me. So even though I saw the for the greater good arguments coming, I'm still happy that it is spelled out explicitly for us. Like, sure, this is going to end well, right? I mean, we are only targeting those mutants who would take everyone to the brink of extermination. I mean, it won't be if Dr. Alice gets control of these soldiers. Plus, Trask has something else up his sleeve. There's this alpha subject in what I assume is a secret lab. Yeah, that is kind of a um probably brewing subplot. Um, so now the P with the I symbol that was in the bonus page of Uncanny X-Men issue 1. Is that an AI? Is that danger? Or is it something else? It could be danger, but as it stands, it appears unlikely unless they manage to capture and change her somehow. Perimeter is its name, so that's a P, right? It was also mentioned in Uncanny X-Men issue 2 that it is the most powerful security system on Earth, but it appears to be a lot more than that. Now, here's something which I do not like, and that is seeing Blob getting tortured, which basically compounded my hatred for Dr. Alice. You know, like I mentioned in the Uncanny X-Men reviews, that is basically my least favorite part of the story. Agree. And I like that Paknadel gets to flex some of his X knowledge here, and he incorporated them quite successfully into conversations. Part of me wish that Marvel's marketing has not spoiled the surprise at the end, because we already know that Onslaught was responsible for Drumfire's mom's death, which kind of rendered the cliffhanger moot. Um, I like the art. It is different, you know, similar to how Kasara's art was different from all the other X books when he started his run on X-Force during the age of Krakoa. Um, I'm not saying that the art here is similar to Krakoa. It is not. If anything, it reminds me a little bit more of Daniel Warren Johnson's art. The art is distinct in a good way. I agree. It has a lot more lines and cross-hatching than Johnson's art, but I could see some of the influence. I can't help but think that an even flatter colors would make Mason's art better, but as it stands, it is good. I like some of the random small details thrown in, like the tires has like bad year on it based on the real world equivalent, the tiny mouse in the Morlock tunnels beneath the prison, or even Dr. Alice checking for dust in Trask office. I can't stand her. Anyway, uh, on the flip side, the art can look a little loose. Like this is especially apparent in the mid shot or the wide shot panels, where some of the art takes on a sketch like quality, making them look a little unfinished. I wonder if Mason, you know, if he's paired with a strong inker, the art will look more complete and more refined. Yeah. Now, the scene with Xavier resurrecting Trask. I wonder if they modified Trask in any way when he was resurrected. Given the current version of Xavier that we are going with, he probably did something good instead of bad. So, you know, and also, you know, given that Trask is a precog, why did Xavier not use him to counter Destiny? Well, I mean, that is not a story for this era. So overall, this is a pretty strong start for me. I would say it is 3.5 out of 5 for me. I like the motivations of some of the characters, both told and hinted at. I like some of the story seeds planted here. Yeah, let's hope what bloom from these seeds are what we expected, or surprises of the pleasant variety, and that the art will get even stronger as Mason gets used to these characters. Um, So this is definitely worth checking out. If you like this video, please drop us a comment. Please share this video with your friends and enemies, and like and subscribe. Thanks, and Tyler out.